Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Forward Talk. Go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button and that little bell button so you can get these notifications. As y'all know, that I've been talking about cell phone usage in school, uh, trying to get legislators a little bit more involved on what's going on in school. So, look like the leader of TEA, which is Texas Education Agency, um, he's buying in. Some of the legislators are buying in. Um, Hopefully, we can get a whole bunch to buy in about the cell phones. Like I say, we got to go back to the old school. Um, Parents, if you need your kid, call the school. Let the school give your kid the message. You don't need to call them while they're in class. Just ridiculous, unbelievable, ridiculous. Keep hearing parents say, "Well, I can't get a hold of my kid." Well, you don't need to be getting a hold of your kid during school time, no way. Call the school. Let the school give that message to them. And if there's something going on at the school, let the school contact you. You don't need to run up there, and you're not going to be able to get into school no way. They have something in place to notify you when something is going on. Let that take place. Let it take place. So again, I'm happy that people are starting to listen. Maybe we can start back teaching. Kids can start back learning. Um, Take a listen to this and tell me what you think.
Lawmakers, he wants cell phones to be banned in Texas classrooms. Good evening. I'm Clarice Tinsley. Several North Texas school districts have implemented their own restrictions. Some are locking down devices. Others are setting less restrictive guidelines. Fox 4 Stephen Dial live to explain how lawmakers will formally propose a ban in January. Stephen.
Clarice, we know at least one House member will propose that ban, and Mike Morath going on the record saying he supports a ban, but this comes at theory about it because they say they want to be able to contact their child in the event of a school incident.
Cell phones are extremely harmful for student learning.
TEA Commissioner Mike Morath voiced his opinion about cell phones in the classroom while updating state senators on public education and school performance.
If it were in my power, I would have already banned them in all schools in the state. So I would encourage you to consider that as a matter of public policy.
In recent months, teacher surveys have found overwhelming support for tougher restrictions, describing cell phone use as a major classroom distraction. Over the summer, we spoke to State Representative Ellen Troxclair, who says she will file a bill to ban in January. In a statement Monday, she told Fox 4, "While I want to leave the implementation details up to the school districts, the data coming out is clearly showing that bell-to-bell solutions like the pouches are yielding the best academic and social results for students. Those pouches prevent phones from being used at all while they are locked." Richardson ISD expanded its use of the pouches this school year. Dallas ISD has a classroom phone ban and is testing the pouch program at 3 schools. Grapevine Colleyville and Mansfield ISDs require students to keep phones off during class periods with penalties for repeated violations.
While we will make an attempt legislatively to ban cell phones from class, he said, and we have seen, superintendents have done it independently and they are successful. So everything doesn't take legislation. It takes leadership.
When questioned about student performance in subjects like math, Morath had this response.
It's hitting everybody. And so that those 8th grade scores are just going down across the country. And maybe cell phones is the cause, maybe it's another, but I'm fairly convinced cell phones is related to that. It's not the only thing.
So in that Senate hearing, Marap did not go into detail as to which mode he thinks that the ban should go, whether it just be for high schoolers or middle and high school. Troxclair says that if a law does pass, she thinks that the state needs to make incentives for districts. And I'm sure districts would want some money associated with it if they move to the pouches, Clarice.
Stephen Dial Live. Stephen, thank you.
So again, guys, tell me what you think. One thing that one senator said is, okay, let's say we don't put it in legislature. Let's say we don't put legislation in it. It takes great leaders to enforce it. It takes great leaders to enforce it. Them superintendents that's starting to enforce it, that's what she's saying. Hey, be a leader and start enforcing these things. Another thing that's playing a part in these kids' education of learning is discipline. We got to get a grip on discipline. But with the cell phone, that's going to be a big factor. That's going to help with discipline. So once we get the cell phone under control, then we can get discipline under control. Then we can go back to teaching and learning. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, subscribe, share with some of your friends. Thank you for listening. Forward Talk.